pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today is Tuesday, February 13, 2024, the time being 5:30 p.m. This is a special meeting for the Greensburg Board of Works. It's called to order at this time. Please silence all electronic devices. To comply with Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the city requests that participants in this meeting complete a voluntary anonymous survey that's available on the table in the back of the room. Amy, would you please call the roll?
Jamie Kane, Lindsay Job, Robin Meyer,
Here.
Glenn Tebby,
Here.
Mayor Joshua Marsh.
Here. I did know Lindsay and Jamie would not be able to join us this evening. There being no old minutes, we will move past that, and no old business as well. First on the agenda, Chief McNeely, approval of applicant for hire.
Good evening, board. Thank you for your time tonight. Thank you for your time last night as well. We had great discussion amongst all of us with the applicants as well as with my staff afterwards. What we're presenting to you tonight is a request for the immediate conditional offers of employment for Officer Candidate number 2 and Candidate 1 respectively in that order. And then also requesting a 60-day window for immediate conditional offer for employment to Candidate number 3 based on availability.
Any questions for the chief? Take a motion to approve those conditional offers.
I'll move we approve the conditional offers as presented.
Second. Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed?
Thank you for helping us move this forward.
Yep, thank you, and congratulations to them as well. Next item on the agenda, Zach Wierig, our Director of Public Projects with the Franklin Street project. Good evening.
We received bids for the Franklin Street project, CCMG 2023-2. We have 6 bids. Now,
Let's do it.
first bid is the City of Greensburg from Paul H. Rowe Company Incorporated, received at 5/16. Appears to be a complete bid. H. Rowe Company. Trying to see where it's all together. seeing where the bid amount is on this one. Yeah. Otherwise, we'll be here all night. While he's looking at this, this is a sealed bid from All Star Paving Incorporated, which was received at 5:16. The bid from Paul Rowe is $964,255.25. This appears to be a complete bid from All Star Paving. While Mark's looking at that, this bid is from Johanneman Excavating. It was received at 5:06 p.m. The bid from All Star is $1,007,046.05. This appears to be a complete bid from Johanneman. Set up while I open the bid from Olco, O-L-C-O Incorporated. What did I say that right? Olco. What you said. Received at 4:58 p.m. Bid from Johanneman is $755,515. 755,515. Bid from Olco appears to be complete, a complete bid. And the bid amount is $1,065,333.08. Which again is 1,065,333.08. And nicely tabbed.
Oh, they did you.
They did. That's useful of them. The next one that I'm opening is Dave O'Mara Contractors Incorporated, received at 4:23 p.m. bid amount from Dave O'Meara Contractors is $894,387.48. 894-387-48. This appears to be a complete bid. The last bid to be opened is from Globe Asphalt Paving. We received a 317 payment. That amount is $712,005.20. 712-00520. And this also appears to be a complete bid. That is all of the bids.
Mark, do you want to make a request to the board?
Yes, based on the time constraints to get everything under contract, and back to the state of Indiana and then back to us, we need to act rather quickly. I'm gonna ask that you tentatively award the contract to Globe Asphalt. And we will run numbers and math on all the bids tomorrow to verify the math is correct on each and every one of them. If nothing changes, I'd ask you authorize the mayor to go ahead and execute the contract so that we can get that forwarded to NDOT and back to us and meet their deadline by the end of the month. If for some reason the math changes, we will probably go ahead then and go to the second bidder or whichever bidder would happen to be the low. And I ask that we allow to do that also with the mayor's supervision and direction.
I know we've used several of these. We have used Globe also in the past, right?
Yes.
And satisfactorily. Then I would move to award the bid to Globe pending review of the proposal, and should that be satisfactory, have mayor execute a contract. If incorrect numbers, then Joe Henningman. Obviously checking their numbers too.
Yeah, they'll all be checked.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed? Okay.
I might add, I haven't reviewed it, but I got a feeling that bid, the low bid, will probably be a collaborative effort between Globe Asphalt and Shooty Excavating. Shooty Excavating is currently working on our public project out on Broadway, and they also were the ones that led the way on the south side of the school project several years ago as the first phase of stuff. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark and Zach, for your work on that, and Ron lives on in this project a little bit too. He's not done with him yet. Okay, Zach, you have a secondary request to the board for approval of a job description.
The job description we are requesting approval for is for a GIS intern to work part-time throughout the year with Jeff Steele, helping input information and general GIS updates to fully utilize our GIS system.
And this is needed because of Jeff's workload, that kind of?
Yes, working full-time, and there is plenty of things in GIS that we have the ability to use and utilize in the field for all of our superintendents, water, wastewater, street department. So this would just help him get everything in there and full utilization of the system.
And, you know, I've viewed this afternoon, and obviously there's pretty standard, and parts of this are very standard. But the particular duties, you're very comfortable with what you have there is covering what this person will need to do or be asked to do.
A lot of it's gonna be just data entry. Sitting there taking numbers and plugging into GIS to where it'll actually map out all of our
Sure.
information.
Okay.
And then some field coordination.
It's been approved by the city council for 2 years now to add another full-time, almost director level to that department. We've just never found the right person to fill that, and with some efficiencies in the department, we feel like we don't want to give up that spot. But there is money already in the budget for another full-time individual, so we feel like this part-time, he's a college student who attends mostly online and would fit this. We've interviewed them, so we actually have a candidate in mind. So it makes sense in a couple different capacities, but there has been a demand and need for it, and this is a more cost-effective way to
Yeah,
supplement
definitely
for
would
money.
be. I assumed there was, it budgeted for it, you would have asked, but, okay.
Are you still looking to hire a full-time person at some point?
That's always on the radar. It's not as high on the priority list as it was 2 years ago, due to some changes that we made internally, and with some persistence on some summer help over the last summer. We had a part-time, well, it was full-time over the summer, but it was summer help, summer intern that made a lot of sense. This job description just gets a little broader and allows us to keep them on longer than summer help. Would there be a motion to approve that?
I'll move we approve the job description as presented.
Second.
Motion's been made second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those
Aye.
opposed? Perfect. Thank you, Zach. Much appreciated. Due to our meeting being pushed a little later in the month, Amy's office has asked that we go ahead and approve the claims that we have. You have a copy of those. Any questions, comments? If not, we'll take a motion to approve the claims up until this point of the month, and then on the 21st, we'll do it again.
So moved.
Motion's been made.
Second.
Second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? And with that, take a motion to adjourn. Motion's been made. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Thank you. Thanks for making the time. I think one of our bidders is left. Thanks for being here. Thanks for submitting.